friends, welcome to my channel, which is Dev's channel. Today I am going to discuss you about the ERBA EM200, which is a fully automatic biochemical analyzer. I am going to demonstrate you about the full operation of this machine. So please watch the video till end. Hello friends. Now we are going to start the discussion about the ERBA EM200 fully automatic biochemistry analyzer. This is the mechanical unit of this machine, and this machine is linked with a computer. This is the monitor, and one CPU is also, one scanner is linked with this machine. This machine is fully automatic, and the machine prepared by the ERBA or Transasia. This is the back portion of the machine. There is some distilled water and some drainage system also present here. This is the distilled water, and this is the waste chamber is also present. I will discuss about the total, I will demonstrate you about full function of this machine. This is the sample receiving unit, and the sample we have to put the sample with help of this sample cup. We have to add the sufficient 200 or 300 ml microliter of the sample, and then put the sample cup in the appropriate position and programming according to the position. And this is the reagent cup, and the reagent should be scanned, and then reagent should put in the reagent cup. Machine will take the reagent automatically, and this is the scanner for scan or programming the reagent with the machine. This is the reagent tray. We can see the it's a logical reagent tray, and here we display the reagent according to with the number of the test remaining. All the reagent will display here, like the WAS or the SGOT, SGPT, all. In the F7 or the status monitor, there is showing the sample position, like 1, 2, 3, 4 zigzag position, sample position. You have to programming the sample, and then we have to press the start button. But at the morning, we have to put we have to run the volume scan of the reagent to know the reagent status. This is the volume scan. Whenever we perform the volume scan, machine will display the status of the reagent, like the test remaining or the reagent require or not, etc. This is the reaction curve, and this is the entire reagent status. Okay. Whenever we run the control and calibrator, we have to go to control and calibrator. Then we have to select the position, like I9 position is the ERBA norm, ERBA norm control. We select the ERBA norm control, then we have to select the test for control, run the control, like glucose, urea, creatinine, etc. After select, we have to press the OK, and then we have to schedule the programming. After that, if we press the start button in the status monitor, then the program will start. Okay, the machine is calibrated, so no need to run the control or calibrator right now. Now I am going to run a sample for demonstration. So to run the sample, at first you have to go to the patient entry. This is the patient entry page, and you have to enter the sample ID. Sample ID here, sample ID or patient name, and the group will be always one, and the position is according to the sample we put into the sample cup. Okay, so at first we have to take a sample, and you can use the keyboard for enter the sample ID, and then you have to select the test as per require. This is the LFT. This is the shortcut of the LFT. If you press the LFT, then all the SGOT, SGPT, alkaline phosphatase, protein, and the bilirubin will select automatically. SUC, that's mean sugar, urea, and creatinine will be select automatically. This is the shortcut terms we save in this machine. Okay, so let's go to run the sample, and I will demonstrate you total procedure for sample running. This is the ERBA EM200 fully automatic biochemical analyzer. Please watch the video completely to understand the total procedure. So at first you have to entry it to take a sample. This is the sample. This is the sample ID is F10. That's been female medical 10 F10. So this is the sample, and you have to enter in the, and this is the sample cup. You have to take the appropriate sample. That's been 200 on 300 microliter of the sample into the sample cup. Taking the sample is the 200 microliter of the sample. Okay, if you want, then you can take the more sample. This is the sample in this inside the sample cup. If you change the mode, then you can put the we are entering the sample. Now we are going to put the sample ID. This is the F10 sample ID. We are putting F10, and then the group will be 1, and the position is 1. Okay, and the test required is SUC. That's mean sugar, urea, and creatinine. Okay, so let's go to position the sample. We program in the sample position number 1, so we have to put the sample into the position number 1. If we don't put in, if we put it one any other number except 1, the program will be hampered and the test will not perform. And this is the reagent. At first you have to cover the reagent. This is the reagent cover, and precaution will be taken for put the reagent, for put the cover of the reagent, and you have to, otherwise the probe will be broken. We are putting the sample into the position number 1, and program into the position number 1. After programming, you have to press the save button for save the program. Okay, then you have to go to the status monitor or F7. In the F7, you can see the number 1 position is engaged with the sample, and if you right click, then the sample number is F10 and urea, sugar and creatinine is programmed here. You can see it. You have to check the programming before run the test. After that, you have to press the start button. This is the start button. We are pressing the start button to start the programming. The program is start. In the reagent tray, you can see that the reagent is scanning gradually for detecting the position for the required reagent of the selected test. We select the sugar, urea and creatinine. So the machine will detect the reagent position, and this is the cuvette. In this machine, the hard glass cuvette, reuse cuvette is used, and the probe. Now see, the probe is taking the reagent. For start the test. Okay, at first probe is taking reagent for the from appropriate reagent position. Okay, this is the machine test starting time and date will be saved automatically. Machine will automatically wash the probe as per require. At first it will take some time to ready the machine, but after perform the selective, now the probe is taking the sample also. You can see the probe is taking the sample. Look at, probe takes the urea sample for urea. Now taking another sample, and it is for creatinine. Okay, there is the stirrer. Look at the stirrer is just mixing the sample, and now probe is taking the sample for sugar, and the sample taking procedure is complete. A stirrer continuously mixing the sample. Look at the reagent one, and the sample mixing is complete, and then this is the incubation time, and in this position reagent 2 will be added automatically. You can run up to 50 sample once in a time with this machine. Fully automatic machine, but if we any mistake, if we done any mistake for programming, then there is a some function for rectification of this program. This is the back portion of the machine. There is some LED indicator, you can see it, like the DI water, like the cleaning, like the biohazard. So DI water is required whenever the level of the DI water will decrease in the specific level, then the then when one siren will be on. In case of the biohazard bottle will overflow, then the siren also be on and the test will stop automatically. After cleaning up, filling the DI water, then test will be run automatically. Okay, let's go. This is the time for taking the region 2. Look at the machine. For whenever the test is going on, the lid will be closed. Now I am demonstrating you by open lid, but the rules is the lid will be closed for finger prick, for avoid the finger prick by the probe. Okay, you can easily get the time for complete of the test, like the 7 minute and 12 second is required for complete the test, entire test. Okay, the test is going for taking the reagent 2. Okay, glucose is a single reagent, but the urea and the creatinine will be double reagent. Okay, so now this is the time for taking the urea reagent. Look at the machine. The probe is going for taking the reagent for urea. Look at, probe is taking the reagent and the mixer is mixing. Okay, now the probe will take the reagent for creatinine. Probe is taking the reagent and put the cuvette and the mixing. So this is the process. uh, Initially we think that the process is very simple, but there is a very complex mechanism is inside the test procedure. Now the time for getting the result, you can get the result in the is this window, or we can get the result by the report, by the clicking the report option and enter the specific uh, lab ID enter at the time of the programming. The sample is turned into the yellow, and after complete the test it will turn into the green. This the reagent, this the result of the urea is not available, that's mean take low, that's mean the urea level is very low, and below the required level the test will be declared as the low. And this is the creatinine is the 0.23, this is also low. And let's check for the sugar. Whenever the test not receive report, and the sugar is the 97.9 milligram per TL. Whenever any report not get you, then the machine will be automatically uh, repeat the test. So we don't need the report now because we are demonstrating you the test procedure. So we are going to stop the test. You can get this report from the report by the clicking the report option and the report reprint, and by show option. If we press the show, then look at that, there's the F10 and the sugar and urea creatinine and the glucose report is displayed on the screen. You can easily print out this report. Okay, now we are going to stop the machine, stop the test, because we don't require the repeat test now. Okay, now the machine will stop, and then the probe and the cuvette will be washed automatically after the any successful test performance. Then we are going to demonstrate the shutdown procedure. At the end of the day, you have to properly shut down this machine. So there is the option for shutdown. Okay, this is the shutdown option, and by clicking the shutdown, there is the three types of the shutdown. This is shutdown, water save and shutdown, and maintenance and shutdown. We don't recommend the plain shutdown anymore. We recommend the water save and shutdown and the maintenance and shutdown. Initially, the maintenance will run whenever we mess on the machine at the morning. So we we recommend that the water save and shutdown is the best process for the shutting down the machine. And after shutting down, the resin tray will be kept inside the refrigerator. That's all about the ERBA EM200. So friends, hopes you understand and hopes you enjoy the video. If you want to like such kind of this video, so please comment us in the comment box, and please like, share and subscribe this channel. Your subscription is very much essential for growth of our channel, and we get the inspiration from your like, share and subscription. Thank you.